Hey guys, welcome to my channel Better English Clapingo. I am your friend Faraz and I hope you all are doing good. It's really quite overwhelming to know that you guys have been watching my videos quite often. You want to talk to me, you want to get in touch with me, share your experiences. I also want to do that. I also want to share my experiences with you. I would be doing that. I would certainly do it whenever time permits. And guys, if you are new to my channel, I would request you all to please go ahead and subscribe to my channel if you haven't subscribed it yet. It would motivate me to upload as many videos as I can. And let's grow together, guys. Keep working hard, be focused, and keep learning English. And quickly go ahead with the new video.
You're speaking fabulously, and I'm so glad to hear you say.
Oh, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Means a lot, and it would certainly motivate me to. I had to sell those cars just because of the parking issue. It is not that
All right.
like wherever you go in Delhi, and you would face the parking problem because
Yes, yes.
of course the
I've seen that.
Delhi. Yeah, so you
I've
would
seen that firsthand.
agree.
Right. So try and remove such words without which the sentence's meaning wouldn't change. All right.
It's
You
hard to
saying no
believe.
pollution. Yeah.
Right. And actually, these are the basic things.
You could visibly see the sun in afternoon. Like at peak afternoon, you could see the sun because it wasn't as bright as it should have been. He only understands what you're conveying. So try to maintain a clear distinction between what you mean to say and say it that way. All right. I'm glad you've changed my perspective of NCR now. I guess I'll be visiting Greater Noida next time I come to Delhi. You want to become a public speaker. So public speaker should have the capacity to get his audience entrenched in whatever.
Hello. Uh, Not able to hear your voice. I guess you are on mute.
Uh, yeah, yeah. Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can certainly hear you. Yeah. Hi. Hi, Karan.
How are you?
I'm good. How about you?
I'm good as well. So just before we start, I'd like to ask you, like, what was your motive behind joining Clapingo? Like, what are the
So
reasons that you want to improve your English?
yeah. So the very first reason and one of the most important reasons why I want to join this course is to just to uh, bec become or to become more fluent or to become a more fluent
No,
speaker. Yeah,
all
and
right.
just to improve my skills and to have this like I like I want to imbibe this thing or to have this thing on a daily basis. Like the practice should be done on a daily basis, so it should come
Mm,
naturally. So yeah,
yes,
and on the daily
that
basis
is
yeah.
yes. So that's one of the most important things in learning English. Until and unless you start speaking without hesitancy, you won't become fluent. So the more you
Right.
practice, the more you get into it. Like even if when you're not speaking with others,
Karan, your voice is again gone.
Sorry. It's again gone.
Yeah. So
Can you
it
hear
is
me
on,
now?
yeah. So like it has been on and off. Yeah, now I can hear you. Yeah.
Acha, all right, all right. So if it goes anytime, just stop me and let me know.
Yeah, sure.
Sure.
Definitely.
Sure.
Right.
All
And
right.
yeah, and it's sticking to the point, continuing with what I was saying, that
Yes.
this course is like it's. I believe that it's been almost more than 25 days, and I can see a
Okay.
vast improvement. You know,
All
because
right.
now there is a great difference, and hesitation is not there. You know, I have
Yes.
been speaking to different people, different tutors,
Yeah.
so I can certainly see a great change in me. And
That's great.
sorry, yeah, and what my motto is to become a public speaker. I
All
am
right.
striving. Sorry for that. I am actually striving for that. So
All right.
yeah, so I am putting the effort. So let's see where it goes. But
Yes,
yeah,
yes.
like
See,
some yeah,
it is all your effort. All we can do is help you. We can just support you where we feel that you might be going wrong. That is all we can do. It's all your effort that comes into play, right?
right,
Uh,
right, yes.
yeah. So moving on, I'd like to ask you. Let's say that let it be a case that I want to move into your city. Fine.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
So now me asking you that what should how would you tell me to move into your city? Like what are the good localities that are there? How would this conversation go on? Can we do a role play kind of a thing now?
Yeah.
Let
Yeah.
me
That
be
is
your
fine.
friend. Let
Yeah.
me
Yeah.
be your
That,
friend, and let's say that I am moving to Noida. You will stay in Noida, right?
yeah. So I like right now I am staying at Greater Noida. Yeah.
All right. So
Yeah.
you should
Earlier
use
I used to
staying
live in
in. You
staying
should
in.
have
Yeah.
said staying in. Yeah, you're not staying at. You're staying in
Yeah.
Greater Noida.
Yeah.
Fine. So you're staying in Greater Noida, and let's say that I want to move into your city. So
Yeah.
how would you go about it? Which would be the good locality that you would suggest to me?
Definitely. So the very first question is, where are you living right now?
Right now, I'm in Indore,
You are in
and I
Indore.
have, yeah. So now, for let's say for business purpose or for a job that I have got, I have to shift to Greater Noida.
Okay.
So how would we go? How would this conversation go?
So Karan, it's been I would like to say this that it's been a year that I have been living here. Earlier, I was living in South Delhi. You must have heard about Jamia.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah. So I had been living there for the past 24 years. So
All right,
I grew up there. So
all
you can
right,
see like, attachment is still there. But why I had shifted from Delhi to Greater Noida, the major point was that it had like that place had become so crowded, and
all
I
right,
had bought two cars, and I had to sell those cars just because of the parking issue. It is not that
all right.
like wherever you go in Delhi, and you would face the parking problem because
Yes, yes.
of course the
I've seen that.
Delhi, yeah. So you
I've
would
seen that firsthand.
agree,
Yes.
yeah. So that was one of the major reasons, and yes, let's say uh, so like where I'm working right now, and so the office was same when I was living there in Okhla. So the cab used to come as I get the cab here in Greater Noida as well. But there, what used to happen, I used to walk down or walk for at least 10 to 15 minutes to New
All
Friends
right,
Colony. Cab didn't used to come inside because
all
they
right.
would
Due to
refuse
the
it.
traffic.
Yeah, that we won't be able to come inside. And I didn't
All
used to
right.
force them because I know that if we have been living,
You, one second, I'll just intervene. The
yeah,
sentence that I didn't use to, what did you say that again? The last sentence?
I didn't used to force them to come
Yeah,
inside.
so you don't need to use the word used again. So I didn't force them to come to pick me because here
Oh,
the
okay,
word
okay.
the used becomes redundant, right? It's the same meaning without and with it. So if you elongate sentences, you essentially take out the fun out of it, right?
Right,
So
right, right,
if
right,
if you
right.
have to keep, so you told me that you want to become a public speaker. So public speaker should have the capacity to get his audience entrenched in whatever he is saying. Each and every word should have a meaning. So when you overuse words or when you put extra words into it, you tire them out. Right? So try
Right.
and remove such words without which the sentence's meaning wouldn't change. All right.
Okay, all right, sure,
All right. So
definitely.
yeah,
Um,
continue.
yeah,
You're speaking fabulously, and I'm so glad to hear you say.
thank you so much.
Yeah.
Means a lot, and it would certainly motivate me to, of
Yes.
course, to speak. So,
All right.
sticking to the same point, and I didn't force them the cab drivers
Yes.
to come
Yes.
inside.
See, better. Huh.
Thank you. I'll definitely try to implement whatever you say. And
Yes.
in here, the case is that the cabs come at my gate in my locality. So
All right.
the cab driver just calls me within 5 minutes before, and I just board the cab and go to the office. Now what happens? The and telling you that how it will benefit you. Of course, like I have a cousin, like I have my elder brother who is living there, who has been living there in Indore, I guess, for the like he grew up there. He was born and raised there in
All
Indore.
right, all right,
Yeah, his name is Rizwan Bhai, and so
all
I
right.
know that he keeps posting the pictures of his city, and I know that the like Indore is a beautiful city. But now
Yes.
coming back to the same point that like if you come here, like you haven't come here, but I would certainly urge you to please visit here once, and you can't go wrong because crowd is not there. You know, you'll be at peace.
All
That
right.
would
Just
be the
just a
I
second. Just a second.
yeah.
The sentence where you said that I wouldn't go wrong, that doesn't make sense in the way I think you meant it to say. So I'd like to ask you, what did you mean to say in that sentence?
Uh, I was referring to that you wouldn't go wrong by buying a property here or buying a house here.
All right. So buying, like buying is a big thing, but renting out a place wouldn't be
Renting
a
out a place
problem.
wouldn't be a problem. Yeah.
All right. It will be not a bad investment, you're saying.
Yeah, absolutely. Like
Yes.
you can't go wrong with it.
All right. So you could have used this sentence, right? That investing in property here wouldn't be a problem, or it wouldn't cause me harm, or I wouldn't go wrong in that way. You shouldn't just put in the words, because now you are thinking of something and I am thinking something else. So now to have that connect, you have to be clear with the words. So here, like you said, you wouldn't go wrong could make many different meanings, right?
Okay.
So you should
Yeah,
have
yeah, yeah.
specified. You should have specified in which sense you meant to say that. Yeah, continue.
Okay, sure. And the like greenery is there, you know,
All
and
right.
so there's a
That's
beautiful
hardly you come to see any greenery in Delhi nowadays.
right, right,
Like,
and
yeah, in the NCR region.
absolutely. And actually, I had been longing for it for a long time now. To be at peace. There is no noise pollution at all, and there is
All
no
right.
pollution. Like so, like it is really hard to
That's
find.
hard to believe. That's hard to
It is
believe.
hard
You
to
seeing no
believe.
pollution. Yeah,
Right, right. And actually these are the basic things, Karan. And like pollution shouldn't be there. Like if you go abroad, like
exactly.
you wouldn't find even a like any dust particles. So like
Yes.
in Delhi, it is actually visible. the
It's
the
visible. You
dust.
know, that's what I mean to say. Like, I had visited a friend of mine. So I used to stay in Jaipur earlier, and I had gone to Delhi for my internship. And it was disheartening to see that you could visibly see the sun in afternoon. Like at peak afternoon, you could see the sun because it wasn't as bright as it should have been. Because there's so much
Right,
pollution,
right,
and
right.
when the pollution is visible, it becomes depressing for me personally. Like if there's pollution and I can't see it, it will be still fine. But when I can see the pollution, it's so depressing that where the hell am I staying? Right?
Right. And
Yeah.
like you'll be like we are inhaling all these like all this pollution or like this
The
uh,
pollutant.
dust and yeah, yeah, the
The
pollutant.
pollutant.
So like
Yes.
it is very harmful for health. And I guess
Exactly.
at the end of the day, like these are the basic things which like
Yes,
which
these are the
we
basic
which
needs.
we deserve. Basic needs.
Yes,
Actually, we deserve it, and you deserve it. And I guess
all right.
for commuting it will be very helpful, and it will be a very peaceful journey. The
It
distances
would
are
be
far here.
convenient.
Yeah, yeah, it would be
All
very
right,
convenient. And though the distances are far here, but the roads would be clean. The roads
all
are
right.
clean, and the commuting will be like you'll be at peace. So these are the
The
basic
roads
things
are
I guess.
clean as in there is less traffic on the roads, or they are
Less
clean
traffic,
as in. So
cleanliness
you
is
would
there.
say the roads. All right, the roads are clear and they are clean.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yes.
So if you want to say that there's less traffic, you should have said it's clear. The roads are clear. The roads are clean means you're talking about the cleanliness part of it.
Okay, okay. And
All right.
actually, I was referring for both the things. So like there is less
You were referring
traffic,
to both the things,
yeah, and at the same time,
and there is cleanliness.
right, 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 right.
All right. All right. So
So I like
that was a great
this was
interaction I
one of the
had.
major aspects that
Feels
you should visit here once, and I'm sure that you will be definitely like you'll be happy.
all right. I'm glad you've changed my perspective of NCR now. I guess I'll be visiting Greater Noida next time I come to Delhi.
Definitely, it is beautiful. Like
All
whosoever the
right.
architect is, like salute to him. Like the kind of architecture and the kind of houses that they have built.
Planning.
Yeah, the actual planning which they have done, it is actually
The city
marvelous.
planning. All right. All right. All right. I see that we're coming to an end of the time. So you have
Yeah.
any questions for me
No, just the feedback
before we get
from you.
autocarded?
No, just the
Just
feedback,
the
quick
feedback
feedback.
form.
Yeah.
Yeah, the quick feedback would be that your English was fabulous, no doubt about that. It was very. See, I was listening for the whole time because you're speaking so
Thank
fluently.
you.
There are a few things that were here and there, and I believe that I corrected those on the at the same point because I didn't want because otherwise I would have forgotten where you went wrong. So apart from that, I just say that try to use minimum amount of words to convey what you mean. That keeps your audience interested in what you're saying. And apart from that, uh, try to use the word in the correct sense and don't assume the person in front of you knows what you are thinking because he doesn't. He only understands what you're conveying. So try to maintain a clear distinction between what you mean to say and say it that way. All right. So
Right,
apart from
right.
this, so I believe everything was great, and I didn't find any other problem. And it's actually so good to listen to you speaking English.
Uh, Thank you so much. It means a lot. Means a lot.
and and
Actually, I'm looking
and
forward to have another conversation with you early. Yeah.
yeah, definitely. I'd like to have a conversation with you again as well, right? So apart from this, any other question that you'd like to ask?
No, I guess that is fine. Like it was our first conversation. It was like it really went
Yeah,
well, and I
yeah,
actually this point that this assume thing, like which you have pointed
yes,
out. Actually, I have never concentrated on this. This is the first
yeah.
time that someone has told me this. So it is
All
indeed a
right.
very good point. I'll now from next time onwards and from now onwards, I'll keep reminding myself that yes, what I have to say and
Yes,
yeah.
yes. So
Though
this
though
this this
I'll
thing
be
from my
thinking more.
perspective. Yeah. Acha, again in this, what I'd like to suggest is when you are speaking and thinking simultaneously and you're not fluent, you will end up getting stuck between. So use easy words. If you feel that you'd get stuck, use easy words so you don't get stuck. All right. And if you get stuck, then you usually find filler words like and the thinking words like I mean to say this and I mean to say that which don't actually add any value to the conversation, right? So
Right.
when you're thinking, you shouldn't be just thinking while talking, all right? It should be a very natural flow of communication. So use
Yeah,
easy
that I
sentences.
want to. Yeah, right, right.
Yeah. So for that though, I'll just say
That I
that
want to improve. Yeah, yeah. Because
that
that
happens by
thing I
practice.
should not get stuck. Yeah, like it should be buttery smooth. Like
Yeah.
it should be in flow, so that other person should be eager to hear
Yes.
more.
Yes.
Yeah, so
Yes.
that like he's a good speaker, and I should want to
Exactly.
create that kind of impression. So yeah,
All
of
right.
course, that would
All right.
eventually.
So have you planned out anything yet? Like where do you any forum where you want to speak in public or you want to have your own YouTube channel, something like that, or
Yes, I have.
it's just a hobby?
No, so I have opened this new YouTube channel, and I'm getting a very good feedback. Better English Clapingo. So I
All
have been
right.
posting videos. So I'm getting very good feedback. People are, asking me that, so please, you are doing great, and I put a small intro as well. So I speak to them. So
All
I share
right.
I keep sharing my Zoom ID, and I ask them because from Monday till Friday I work, and I tell
All
them
right.
that on Saturday, like it doesn't matter that for how much long you want to speak on, if like either be it should be on Saturday or on Sunday, I can speak to you, and of course you will
All
improve and
right.
I'll improve eventually, so it'll be fun. So I am getting very good feedback.
So essentially, we are helping you help others improve their English, I believe.
Absolutely, yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's such a great thing.
Yeah, and people are actually liking it. and it is giving me that kind of motivation that I have to put more and more good content. So
All right. Well, there's a thumb rule about this, that when you teach someone, you learn more, because then you being a learner, now you when we are having this conversation, you are the learner here, so you're just listening from the learner's perspective.